just don't like him. So, I mean, you're just gonna been like, oh, full of
Everyone else here listened to him. We're all saying the same thing.
No, you guys are not listening. You guys are actually attacking him.
I feel like he's just misunderstood. He's not the villain that everyone thinks he is.
So Loren's bestie Esther is back on stage there to defend Loren. She claims he's misunderstood. But this is the same guy who's recently been spotted walking around Las Vegas with a shirt that reads Gonorrhea Boy.
Gonorrhea.
I'm not exactly sure you can call that misunderstood. Now, thankfully, to the relief of a lot of people, Sean does still have some tough, awkward, uncomfortable questions to ask. Keep in mind, she's received quite a lot of backlash for the really easy ride she's given so many controversial cast members in this tell-all. And probably the most controversial out of all of them is Loren. So it's a relief that she asks him about the night he was caught flirting with another woman. What actually happened that night, she asks. Why were Faith's friends so convinced that you were flirting with a drag queen?
Kita ko siya. Nakikipaglandian siya. Nakatalikod ka. Kunyari, ako siya. Ito. Ayan. Nakikipaglandian siya gano'n.
And I said, sure, you're too young for me, and I'm here to be with my beautiful girlfriend. So I did not flirt with a drag queen. I denied the flirting. She's a drag queen. It actually wasn't a drag queen. Because there was a drag queen outside I didn't physically talk to.
You thought she was talking about somebody else?
Yeah, and I'm like, how on earth did she catch me talking to the girl who's like on the other side of the parking lot?
Loren's speaking so fast that he sounds guilty as f***.
How on earth did she catch me talking to the girl who's like on the other side of the parking lot?
Now, while he maintains that it was all just a misunderstanding, notice how he also accidentally used the word catch. How on earth did she catch me, he said. Not how did she see me, but how did she catch me?
How on earth did she catch me talking to the girl?
Interesting, right? Now, despite that, his excuse is he wasn't talking to a drag queen. No. He was just innocently entertaining an 18-year-old girl who was flirting with him. As if that somehow makes it any better.
That was like a random 18-year-old girl. And she was flirting with me. In order to not be rude, I was still showing her the yeah, thanks for talking to me, but I'm not interested.
Oh, of course. He's misunderstood, remember? Loren physically touched the barely legal girl's face because he wasn't flirting with her and he didn't want to be rude. Got it. It all makes sense now. Like when Niles calls him out on his obvious lies. Again, remarkably, Esther jumps to his defense.
You just don't like him. So, I mean, you're just gonna been like, oh, full of
Everyone else here listened to him. We're all saying the same thing.
No, you guys are not listening. You guys are actually attacking him.
She's not wrong. Everyone does hate Loren and everyone is attacking him. But when he acts this diabolically, when he treats someone as nice as Faith this badly on TV, sorry, but he deserves what he's getting. Frankly, he deserves worse. Maybe if he gets publicly shamed, it might help him grow a conscience and treat people better in the future. And remember, tragically, Faith has taken this creep back. They are back together. Now, I'm not really sure what the rest of the cast were expecting from Esther. It's difficult to expect a woman who dated him and is still best friends with him to act in a sane manner. She's clearly got a few screws loose too, and it's at that point that she decides to call out Adnan for probably the only good thing that he's done all tell-all. The one thing that I don't disagree with him on. The fact that he refused to shake Loren's hand when they first met.
I'm friendly, I'm peace.
Have you even said anything nice? You wouldn't even shake his hand. How rude is that?
Adnan was like, ew, I'm not putting my hand anywhere near that. Who knows what I might contract, and with a newborn at home. Can you really blame him for not wanting to go anywhere near loud and proud gonorrhea boy? I wouldn't want to touch his hands either. Who knows where they've been? I don't know about you, but ever since that first episode where we saw him cooking shrimp in the bathroom, I haven't been able to shake the feeling that he probably smells like fish. He probably has this fishy smell that lingers wherever he goes.
I think it's done. Ready for the Philippines? Ready for Faith? Shell takes a lot longer to chew.
Okay, shrimp aside, moving swiftly on. Back to my main point. Adnan doesn't comment on his wise choice not to touch Loren, but he does share his opinion on why he thinks Loren will be lonely forever.
Loren, your relationship will never work because she's looking for a man, and this not all working again.
But I am a man.
No, you're not.
Well, I only have one testicle, so I'm like half a man, if that's how you really do it.
Now, Adnan's homophobic comments aside, and would we really expect anything different from him, Loren now chooses to overshare about his one testicle. Honestly, nothing even shocks me about this guy anymore. And thankfully, before this conversation completely goes off the rails, quick shout out to Niles for his quick comeback.
But I am a man.
No, you're not.
Yeah, Niles has been the real star of this tell-all, hasn't he? Maybe production should consider making him the host next time.
I make mistakes too. You know what the difference is though? I say that, yeah, okay, I up, because quite frankly, I don't have the brain power to do the mental gymnastics this man does.
Niles raises a good point. Loren's a record-breaking multiple gold medalist when it comes to mental gymnastics. The guy twists and turns and double backflips his way out of any sort of accountability for his actions. And while he may always say that he's sorry, his actions don't prove it.
He always sorry, but the love story ends hurt. I don't know why I'm emotional.
You're emotional, Faith, because even after all his insanity, you went back to him. You can't stop crying because you know deep down in your gut that it's a terrible decision. Look, the truth is, for as much as I like Faith, you just can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. She's had every opportunity to go running and she hasn't. So, for as accurate as what he says is, I highly doubt that it will be Adnan that finally gets through to her.
Faith, stop crying like you're losing the diamond or you're losing $10 million. Just, Loren, stop crying for that.
Faith should have been crying for joy that she managed to dodge that bullet, but unfortunately she then took him back, and as talk now turns to their potential marriage, when, where or how, if they'll get married, Loren reveals that he has changed a tiny bit. He's now come round to actually bringing Faith to America, but his wedding plans, well, they're still as crazy as ever.
It's now legal in Taipei and Thailand to get married to Faith, because it's not legal in the Philippines. If we go there and get married, I can get a K3.
As of the 23rd of January 2025, same-sex marriage is now legal in Thailand. They've passed legislation that makes them the first Southeast Asian country to accept gay marriage. From what he's saying here, his plan is to marry Faith in Asia and then bring her to America under a K3 visa. But does Faith even know about this plan when she doesn't even consider herself engaged?
Why would she go there if she's not sure?
It's a full paid vacation. She doesn't have to sleep with me or be with me. I'll just take her just because she deserves it, right?
And if she decides, you'll get married there.
Correct.
So let me get this straight. So Loren's made plans to marry Faith overseas, but he's just forgotten to tell her. Are you kidding me? Like, Faith is confused by what Loren's saying, and she claims this is the first she's ever heard about it. But, of course, in classic Loren fashion, he claims he has told her. Yeah, where have we heard that before?
In marriage, I don't think so.
So he never spoke about that?
There's no way. I don't have my phone right now, but totally, I told you.
Oh my God, a marriage is kind of a thing that you would remember.
Just like he swore he told her he was sleeping with other people? Is that how it is? How many times can Loren use miscommunication as an excuse for not clearly telling Faith his plans? Like, at this point, we've seen Faith throughout this entire tell-all be super emotional. She definitely doesn't seem herself. She's clearly feeling a certain kind of way. But, for whatever reason, she doesn't seem to have the courage to say it out loud.
Do you see a realistic future for you and Loren?
You know, Loren, that I really love you.
Right.
I don't think so if this makes realistic.
Faith tells Loren that she thinks they're just friends, and Loren, for his part, says that he's sensed that she's been getting a bit distant for a while now. Loren says that he's just been waiting for her to make a decision about whether or not she wants to be in a relationship with him. So wait, what does that mean? Could it really be that Faith is now ready to break up with him again? I mean, it sounds like they're breaking up, but Faith can't seem to stick to her decision. She just kind of yo-yos. She goes back and forth.
Are you ending this relationship now?
That's okay.
Push me to make
I'm
my
not
decision.
pushing you.
It's a no.
So it's not a breakup, but Faith sees them just as friends, and Loren thought they were engaged and was planning a wedding. It's a horrible, terrible mess, but I wouldn't expect any different in a relationship with Loren. Now, just to add to the complexity, Faith does commit. She does say yes to an all expenses paid vacation with Loren. She does say that she still loves him, but it's all just so messy, isn't it? I mean, this is exactly why Adnan didn't want to touch him. Who in their right mind would want to dip their hands in this mess?